Cruising after 60 gets so much easier once you know what is available to you, because on many ships, there are small free things you can quietly ask for, things that make boarding calmer, things that make your cabin more comfortable, things that help you feel looked after from the moment you arrive at the terminal until the morning you leave the ship. Most guests never hear about these options. They are not printed on a big sign. They are not usually announced over the speaker. And unless someone tells you to ask, you may never know they exist. The good news is you do not have to demand anything. You do not have to complain. You just need to know who to ask, when to ask, and how to ask in a kind and natural way. Here are 14 free cruise perks many seniors over 60 never think to ask for. Number 14. The priority boarding request. Here is something cruise lines do not always make obvious at the terminal. If boarding takes you a little longer than it used to, you may be able to ask for extra time to get on the ship. You do not always need a wheelchair. You do not always need a doctor note. And you do not need to give a long explanation about why you move more slowly than other guests. Maybe the gangway feels steep. Maybe your carry-on feels heavier than expected. Maybe you just do not want to be rushed while a crowd builds behind you. That is enough reason to ask kindly. Walk up to the assistance desk or a staff member near the boarding area before general boarding begins. Keep your voice calm. Smile if you can. The crew responds much better to warmth than pressure. I would really appreciate a little extra time to board if that is possible. That one simple request can change the whole start of your cruise. Instead of feeling pushed along with the crowd, you get a calmer beginning and a little more space to settle in. And before we move to number 13, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell. Because most of these cruise tips are not explained clearly. They are the quiet details experienced travelers learn over time. If you want your next cruise to feel easier, calmer, and more comfortable, you will want these tips before you sail. Number 13. The cabin change request at guest services. You may think the cabin you booked is the cabin you are stuck with for the entire cruise, but that is not always true. On embarkation day, guest services can sometimes see cabins that stayed empty, cabins that were changed at the last minute, or rooms that are no longer assigned to the original guests. That does not mean you should walk up and demand a better cabin. That almost never works. The key is to ask quietly, at the right time, and make it clear that you would be grateful for anything available. Wait until the first rush has passed. Do not go when the line is full of people asking about luggage, key cards, dining times, and drink packages. Give the staff a little breathing room first. Ask softly. If any unsold cabins have opened up, I would be grateful to know whether a small change is possible. That wording matters. You are not asking for the biggest suite on the ship. You are simply giving guest services a chance to help you if they can. Sometimes the answer will be no, but sometimes that quiet question can move you away from a noisy hallway, a dark inside cabin, or a location that is harder on your legs than you expected. Number 12. The extra snack request from your cabin steward. Most guests accept whatever is already in the cabin. One small chocolate, one piece of fruit, maybe nothing at all. But your cabin steward may have access to more than what is sitting on the tray when you arrive. Depending on the ship, the service pantry may have extra fruit, cookies, crackers, sandwiches, or bottled water that can be brought to your cabin if you ask kindly. This can make a bigger difference than people realize. Maybe you take medication and need a small bite of food with it. Maybe you wake up hungry in the middle of the night. Maybe walking all the way back to the buffet feels like too much after dinner. Wait until after the first evening service, or catch your steward during a calm moment in the hallway. Not when they are rushing with towels in both hands. Keep it simple and warm. If there is anything extra available in the pantry, I would love something small to keep in the cabin. Most stewards appreciate guests who ask politely, and that small plate of fruit or little basket of snacks can make the cabin feel much more comfortable. Number 11. The empty cabin request after sail away. Once the ship leaves port, most passengers assume every cabin is full, but sometimes a few cabins stay empty. Someone missed a flight, someone had a connection problem, someone canceled too late. And after sail away, the crew usually has a much clearer idea of which rooms are actually unused for the rest of the cruise. Most guests never think to ask about this. They simply unpack, close the door, and accept the room they have. But if your cabin is uncomfortable, too noisy, too far from the elevator, or harder to manage than expected, it may be worth asking. The timing is important. Do not ask the moment you step on board. Wait until the ship has sailed and things have settled. A few hours after departure is usually better because guest services may finally know which cabins are really empty. Ask for a small step up. Not the best suite, not the biggest balcony, just something that would make the cruise easier. If any cabins stayed empty after sail away, I would be grateful to know whether a small upgrade is possible. That kind of request feels respectful. You are simply asking whether an empty room could be used instead of sitting unused all week. And sometimes asking at the right moment is the difference between tolerating your cabin and truly enjoying it. Number 10. The Unsold Balcony Cabin Request. A balcony cabin can completely change the feeling of a cruise. You have a quiet place to sit. You can watch the water without walking to a crowded deck. You can open the door in the morning, feel the air, and enjoy the ocean before the ship gets busy. But balcony cabins usually cost more, so many travelers book an inside cabin or ocean view and assume that is the end of the story. Not always. If a balcony cabin has not sold by the time the ship is ready to sail, the cruise line may decide it is better to make a guest happy than let that room sit empty. This is never guaranteed, and it will not happen on every ship. But it is one of those quiet requests many senior travelers never make, simply because they do not realize it might be possible. The best moment is after boarding, once the front desk has calmed down. Be friendly. Be realistic. Do not demand a specific room. Do not make it sound like a complaint. If any unsold balcony cabins are still open, I would be very grateful to be considered. Even if they cannot move you right away, they may remember how politely you asked. And if something opens later, kind guests are much easier to help than demanding ones. Number 9. The Informal Bridge Visit Request. There is one part of the ship many passengers walk past without ever seeing. The bridge. That is where the captain and officers watch the route, monitor the weather, guide the ship, and make the decisions that keep the voyage running safely. Most guests assume the bridge is completely off limits, and on many ships it is. Security rules matter, and not every cruise line allows visitors. But on some sailings, especially when the sea is calm, there may be small, informal bridge visits for selected guests. These visits are not always listed in the daily program. They are not always announced around the ship. Sometimes they only happen because someone asks politely, and guest services knows there may be room for a few people. The important thing is timing. Do not ask on embarkation day. The crew is too busy. Wait until day 2 or day 3. Preferably during a quiet morning when guest services is not crowded. Be flexible. The captain decides what is possible. Weather, safety, and ship rules always come first. If there is any informal bridge visit happening this week, I would be grateful to be considered. The answer may be no. But if the answer is yes, it can become one of those cruise memories you talk about for years. Number 8. The Medication Refrigeration Request. You take medication that needs to stay cold. You walk into your cabin, open the small fridge, and find it filled with drinks you did not ask for. Soda, water, little bottles with prices attached. So you try to make room, or you worry the temperature is not right. But this is something your cabin steward can usually help with. On many ships, the minibar can be cleared when a guest needs space for medication. The items can be removed and stored elsewhere, leaving the fridge available for what actually matters. This can be important for insulin, certain eye drops, or any prescription your doctor has told you to keep cool. Ask early, preferably on embarkation evening. Do not wait until late at night when you are already worried. Find your cabin steward during a calm moment and keep the request simple. I have medication that needs refrigeration. Could the minibar be cleared for me? You do not need to explain every detail unless you want to. Just let them know it is medical, and most stewards will understand right away. It is a small request, but for many older travelers, it brings real peace of mind for the whole cruise. Number 7. The Cabin Temperature Adjustment. Your cabin feels too cold at night. You pull the blanket higher. You put on another layer. Maybe you tell yourself it is just how cruise cabins are. But you do not always have to spend the week sleeping in a room that feels uncomfortable. On many modern ships, cabin temperature problems can be reported by your steward to the engineering team. Sometimes the system can be adjusted by zone. Sometimes the crew can check whether the airflow is too strong or whether something in the room is not working the way it should. Most guests never ask. They just deal with it. But if you are over 60, a cold cabin at night or a room that stays too warm during the day can affect how rested you feel for the entire cruise. Wait until you are sure it is not just a one-night issue. Day 2 is often a good time. Catch your cabin steward in a quiet hallway moment and be specific. Our cabin runs a little cold at night. Would a small adjustment be possible? That is all you need. Calm, clear, easy to understand. And sometimes, by that evening, the room feels completely different. If this video is helping you prepare for a smoother cruise, please give it a like. It is really appreciated, and it helps me keep sharing the quiet cruise tips that make travel easier. Number 6, the specialty restaurant sample request. You walk past the specialty restaurant on a sea day evening. The lights are warm. The room is quiet. The menu looks wonderful. Then you remember the cover charge, and you keep walking. But here is something many guests never think about. On some ships, specialty restaurants may have small extra portions near the end of service, a few appetizer tastings, a dessert sample, something prepared for the kitchen that may not be used by a full table. This does not mean you can expect a free dinner. That is not the point. The better way is to ask for a small taste, especially if the restaurant is quiet and the staff does not look rushed. Do not ask on embarkation night. Do not ask when every table is full. A calm sea day evening is usually the best moment. Speak to the restaurant manager or the person greeting guests, and keep it light. I have been curious about the menu. If there is ever a small tasting available at the bar, I would love to try it. The answer may be no. But sometimes that gentle question gets you a small plate, a new favorite restaurant, and a much better evening than you expected. Number 5, the weather briefing request. The sea gets rough. The ship starts moving more than usual. You feel the roll in the hallway. You hear dishes shift in the dining room. Maybe you tell yourself not to worry, but you still wonder how long it is going to last. Most passengers just sit with that worry, but guest services may be able to give you more information than you think. The bridge is always watching the weather, the route, the waves, and the timing of calmer water ahead. They may not be able to promise anything, but they often know whether the rough part is likely to last 1 hour, half the night, or until morning. If you get nervous in heavy seas, do not wait until you are panicked. Go to guest services during a calmer moment. Keep your voice steady. Ask for guidance, not special treatment. I get nervous when the seas are rough. Is there any sense of how long this section may last? That kind of question is easy for the crew to understand. And sometimes a simple answer can change the whole night. Knowing the ship should reach calmer water soon can help you breathe easier, sleep better, and stop imagining the worst. Number 4, the small keepsake request. Your cruise is almost over. You have taken the photos. You have packed your suitcase. Soon, you will walk off the ship and go back to normal life. But before you leave, there may be one small thing worth asking for. On many ships, crew members sometimes have extra items that are not valuable to the cruise line, but feel special to a guest. A printed dinner menu, a postcard with the ship name, a daily program from a formal night, sometimes even a small card from the dining team. Most guests never ask, so these things often disappear at the end of the sailing. The best time is the final dinner night, not the busy morning when everyone is trying to leave. Ask someone who helped make your cruise better. Maybe your waiter, your cabin steward, or someone at guest services. Keep the request small and warm. I would love a small keepsake from this cruise. Is there anything you might be able to spare? You are not asking for a gift. You are asking for a memory. And sometimes that little menu or postcard becomes the one thing you keep long after the luggage is unpacked. Number 3, the priority tender request. Your ship anchors near a port, and suddenly everyone wants to get off at the same time. The line starts forming early. People are standing in the hallway. Some are carrying bags, cameras, water bottles, and shore excursion tickets. If the port uses tender boats, that wait can feel even longer. Most senior travelers do not realize guest services may be able to help before the line ever starts. If standing for a long time is hard on your knees, your back, or your balance, ask the evening before the port day. Do not wait until the morning crowd is already gathered near the gangway. Go to guest services when it is quiet. Explain it simply. You do not need to make it dramatic. Just be honest that long lines are difficult for you. If any priority tender tickets are available for tomorrow, I would be very grateful. The same idea can sometimes help in busy ports with shuttle buses. You may not get the first boat or the first bus, but you might avoid the worst of the crowd. And that can make the difference between starting your port day tired and starting it calm. Number 2, the late disembarkation request. Disembarkation morning can feel like the least relaxing part of the entire cruise. The hallways are full early. People are dragging luggage. Elevators are crowded. Announcements keep coming. And if you move a little slower than the crowd, it can feel like everyone is rushing around you. But you may not have to leave in the middle of the busiest wave. On many ships, guest services can help older guests arrange a later disembarkation group, a quieter waiting area, or extra assistance getting off the ship. It depends on the cruise line and the port, but it is often worth asking before the final morning arrives. Do it on the second to last evening, not when everyone is already standing in the corridor with their bags. Go to guest services while things are still calm and ask kindly. I would like to be in a later disembarkation group, if that is possible to arrange. This small request can change the whole end of the trip. Instead of fighting the first rush, you can sit with a coffee, let the crowds thin out, and walk off the ship when the terminal feels calmer. For many seniors, that makes going home feel much easier. Number 1, the crew commendation request. You had a wonderful cruise. Your cabin steward remembered your name. Your waiter brought your coffee before you asked. Someone at guest services helped you when you felt unsure. Most guests smile, say thank you, and then leave the ship. But there is one small thing you can do that matters much more than people realize. Many cruise lines have a way for guests to recognize crew members by name. It may be called a commendation, a crew recognition note, or guest feedback. Whatever the cruise line calls it, the idea is the same. You write a short note saying who helped you and what they did well. That note can become part of the crew member record. It can help them with future opportunities, and it costs you nothing. Ask for the crew member name before the cruise ends. Look at their badge, write it down, and include the ship name and sailing date if you can. I would love your name. I want to write a kind note about the service you gave. This is not just nice for them. It also changes how you cruise. Crew members remember guests who treat them with respect. And when you sail that same line again, kindness has a way of coming back to you. And now you know the quiet cruise requests most travelers over 60 never think to make. None of these are about being demanding. They are not about acting like you deserve more than everyone else. They are about knowing what may be available, asking at the right moment, and treating the crew with the same kindness you hope to receive back. That is the real secret. A calm question at guest services can make boarding easier. A warm word to your cabin steward can make your room more comfortable. One simple request before a port day can save your knees from a long line, and one small commendation at the end can mean more to a crew member than you may ever know. Before your next sailing, write down the 3 requests from this list that would help you most. Maybe it is late disembarkation, maybe it is medication refrigeration, maybe it is asking about a quieter cabin after sail away. Keep the words simple. Keep your tone kind. The answer may not always be yes, but you will never know what is possible if you never ask. If you found even one tip here that could make your next cruise easier, subscribe and tap the bell so you do not miss the next video. Because the best cruise comfort often starts before you spend more money. It starts with knowing what to ask for. And if you have ever received a free cruise perk just by asking politely, share it in the comments. Your tip may help another traveler enjoy their next cruise with more comfort and less stress.